What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another comic video. We have another CGC unboxing. This is, of course, going to be another modern tier, 15 books. Most of them is going to be from like actual modern. I don't think there's any here that's from copper, but I think there might be a couple, but mostly modern. So let's get to it. Okay, so here's the invoice here. 15 books. Just a quick rundown here. Didn't do quite as well as we did the previous one, but did get 9 fours and up, and then the rest are 9, 0, 8, 5, 7, and 5.5. So we'll just start from the bottom going up. You know, obviously most of these are going to be like he's in specs, things like that. So all right, so the first one we have Eternals. Oh, okay, so this is an actually from bronze, 5.5. This one I thought was going to be definitely higher than that. I thought it was going to be probably like a 7, but you know, when it gets to this, you know, from the 70s, it's hard to really gauge what the grade would be once you take a look at it more closely, because there are some things that are off about it. It's off-white to white pages, obviously first issue, first appearance of the Eternals. This book has basically tanked since the movie's release. It might see a little bit of a spike if they do anything with the cast going forward in something, whether it's Eternals 2 or, you know, they do kind of like spin-off series and things like that. But 5.5, you know, not a great start, but you know, like I said, it's from the 70s there, right? It's going to be tough to figure out what it actually is when it's that old. All right, the next one here is another one from the 70s, bronze. This one, I actually got this one. Here it is, Strange Tales number 178, first appearance of Magus, off-white to white pages. This one I got as a lot with like 178, 179, 180 a while ago, and I got those graded, and I was like, you know what, I might as well just put this one in, because you know, with all the Warlock stuff, Magus is like his doppelganger basically, and you know, if they do anything with this down the line, maybe something will come of this. But you know, 7.0, you know, I wasn't too hopeful there, but you know, it is a first appearance, and it could be something later on. All right, and then we have the next two are also around that era, and you know, you can see I'm getting all these back. Remember, these were submitted around the time that the Eternals movie was out, so who knew what was going to happen? Actually, maybe a little bit after. But this one, another 7.0, another. I guess I was wrong. There's a lot more than I thought. Eternals number 3, first appearance of Cersei, white pages actually. This one I thought was going to be higher. I thought this would be like an 8, but I mean, I could definitely see this right here. Big no-no right there. You can see there's not that many. Like the spine is perfect. It's just, I think, the discoloration on the back here. We'll see what this one does when Cersei appears in Avengers, or with Black Knight, or you know, in future Eternals projects, because she's supposed to be like a main character going forward in the MCU. That might see a little bit of a spike down the line, but who knows, right? Anything Eternals is kind of like really cool right now. And then the last one of these 7.0s, man, it's all from the 70s here, right? Late 70s, is Eternals number 12. This is the first appearance of Unimind. So you know that they did this in the movie. So this is one of those spec, you know, a lot of like things like this are pretty low cost for me to acquire. Definitely thought it would be higher, 7.0. Like all these, when it gets this low, I definitely thought they would be higher than a 7.0. But again, it is old, so we don't know. All right, now a little bit better here. This one is another surprising. I thought this would be at least a 9. This is a spec down the line for, I think, another year or so. It's Green Lantern number 201, the first appearance of the Green Lantern Corps, first appearance of Kilowog, 8.0, white pages from 1986. So we got some copper here, but you know, like a lot of these guys are going to be appearing in the Green Lantern Corps show on HBO Max. So we'll see if this one, a lot of these spec books like this, First Appearance of Jessica Cruz, Guy Gardner, you know, all that, they have been spiking as of, you know, like a few months ago, and I think they're slowly starting to go back up once we, you know, because there's a little bit more news, a little bit more casting, things like that. But I'm really excited because I like Green Lantern, and you know, they need to make up for that horrendous 2011 movie. So I guess you can't get any worse than that, I guess, right? All right. Now we're looking at the next one here. These are going to be all near mints and up, I think. Okay, the first one of them is, you know, like, you know, you've been watching my unboxings. I'm going hard on this because I think there's going to be a lot with this going forward, especially with Captain America 4. But it's Cap 323, first appearance of John Walker, who becomes U.S. agent. This is the newsstand, white pages, 9.0. That's about right. I thought maybe it could have got a 9.2 or better, but I'll take it. Another copper book. Yeah, this spiked obviously a lot when when he first came out on the Falcon Winter Soldier show, and it's definitely cooled down a lot. But I think there's a lot of room for that to go more, because like right now the prices are pretty low to get on those at a high grade, and you can submit them and come back like near mints or better. And I think it should go up a little bit more since we know that he'll be coming back at some point, right? Because they're not just going to show that, and they're not going to use them. You know, that teaser at the end of the series. Speaking of which, the teaser, segue, boom, we have Captain America 354, first appearance of U.S. agent. So John Walker decided I'm going to be someone else, not Cap. 9.4 white pages. This is one of those books that's hard to get in like a 9.8 or even 9.6, I would say, because it is like an all black cover, and it's very easy to see the issues on the spine on these, and any discoloration, because it's just really a lot of black on here. But I thought this was, I had an outside shot at a 9.6, I thought, but it also depended on how, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's like a little tick right here. You can even see it from that glare. But how severe that would be, because otherwise I don't think there was anything on there other than that. So that is something that probably was severe enough to drop it to a 4. So, all right. And then the next one, again. This is Eternals number 2. So this one actually did much better. I did not realize that this was going to be so high. This one I did not think it was going to be this high. First appearance of Ajax and the Celestials. We know there's going to be some Celestials. I think that's more than the Ajax appearance. It's the Celestials, because you know we're going to see more in the MCU. 9.4 white pages is pretty good for 1976. You know, this was one of those books, like, you know, when all my Eternal stuff I got as like a big lot of like 1 through 12 or something like that, and I just picked out some of the keys to send in, and this was one of them, and it came back really good. So I'm happy with the 9.4 there. All right, and then the next one, this one, kind of bummed because I thought this was going to be a 9.6, and also kind of bummed because of what they did to him on the Boba Fett show. But it's Darth Maul number 2, the first appearance of Cad Bane, 9.4 white pages, near mint. I thought this was definitely going to be a 6, but you know, what can you do? I really don't see. I mean, I see a couple things, but I guess that's about right. You know, it's kind of disappointing that he's kind of like a one and done character. Hopefully, they do some stuff with him when he's in the past, so we see more of him, because he's such a good character and obviously very popular. As you can see what happened when they showed him on the show. The book spiked crazy. Now it's like big time cool off. All right, This one I'm also kind of went hard in because I think the show is going to be really good. This is, I think, my third one that I've gotten at this grade. Savage She-Hulk #1, 9.4. Pretty good. You saw this in the last video too, in the 9.4. And then before that, I got one in a 9.8. So now this is 1980. Much better on my, I guess, on my grading when I'm picking these up, because I'm trying to get them at a 9.4s or better. I think the show's going to be good. It looks good. It's going to be like some mix between comedy and action, and there's going to be just, it's going to feel like an ensemble cast for the show, because there's so many characters that are going to be in there from the previous, all over the MCU over the years. So that one I can't wait for, more than Miss Marvel. All right, now this is another one that you saw in my videos where I like kind of specking on. As you know, you guys know that they're doing like the supernatural, mystical, Midnight Suns type stuff. So obviously, Ghost Rider is one of them, and I know a lot of signs are pointing to either Robbie Reyes or Johnny Blaze. But for me, man, for my money, it's got to be this guy, because they've already done those guys. They need to do Danny Ketch now. But this Ghost Rider #1 from 1990, 9.6 white pages. Thought this had an outside shot at an 8, but probably not, because there was one little slight tick right here, and I think it's just severe enough, long enough that, because otherwise it's flawless, but just that one little thing I think is enough to drop it. But I thought maybe this would pass for an 8, but I knew just sending it in, I just knew that like the tick was just a little too long. But still, 9.6, pretty good. Again, it's one of those black covers, so it's very easy to see the blemishes. Okay, and then another one, as you know, the specking on it kind of hard, is Darkhawk #1. It's another 9.6, I think. But I think I got the other one, another 9.6. But white pages. This is from 1991, so it's still at the tail end of the Copper Age. First appearance of Darkhawk. You know, as you guys should know by now, they're doing a Nova show or movie project, and Sam Alexander, or I'm sorry, it's gonna be Richard Rider. Well, either way, there's a big connection between the Nova. Like I don't know if they're gonna do it in the show in the MCU, but there's a big connection in the comics with the Raptors of Darkhawk's clan and the Nova Corps. So they're like, there's a big time connection there, and you know, if Nova's coming, hopefully he's not far behind, because this was one of the first books that I got when I was a kid, and I really liked Darkhawk, even though they like really didn't utilize him very well later on. This is, I think his book only lasted like 50 issues. That's a pretty good run. But you know, I would love to see Darkhawk in the MCU. All right, and then this one, the last one you saw was a 9.8 of this, and this is a 9.6 of the Avengers 267, the first appearance of the Kang Council. We'll probably see a lot of Kang in the coming months, coming years, and hopefully we see the Kang Council. This is cooled off quite a bit, but I think this is primed to get an increase in attention relatively soon. Okay, and these last two, it's interesting because I think I made a comment about like how I just can't miss on these, and it's still true so far, because Daredevil #10, the second appearance of Echo, and the first cover appearance of Echo. So this has actually been going up a lot more because of she's actually on the cover, but it's the 9.8. So we got a 9.8 back, which is great. And I think I had another 9.8 of this before. You just can't. I feel like I can't miss on these, because the ones that I've submitted, all of them so far have been 8s. I think 3 now of each, or at least 3 of these right here. Because boom, another one. This is the big one right here. Daredevil #9, first appearance of Echo, Lopez. course, she's gonna be the cornerstone for that bridge that's bringing over the Netflix characters over to the MCU. Can't wait for that show because I liked the Netflix stuff. Not you, Iron Fist. But yeah, this has cooled off, but it's still up there. I think it's still like over $500 or you know, $550 or something like that. And if and when we get more news and when Daredevil shows up, man, that thing's gonna go right back up. So, all right, just to some numbers here. My cost for all of it. Remember, it's the cost of the book, press cleaning, any fees, taxes, shipping, insurance, and then the cost of grading. Cost me $1,657.45, and the fair market value currently is $2,383 for a potential gain of $725.55. Now, obviously, these numbers could change really soon, really quickly, based off of news and whatnot. And as you know, when I was doing these numbers, like all the Eternal stuff just started to really go down. But then, you know, a lot of things started to go up, like the Savage Hulk one, the Daredevil, even Ghost Rider and Darkhawk. Those have been starting to like increase slowly, so that's kind of made up for the fact that my Eternal stuff went down. So I do have, I think, an economy one or standard coming soon. It's I think it's in the it's the quality control part of the CGC submission portal. So hopefully we get those back soon, because these are all going to be before 1975, so it should be a lot cooler to look at instead of just modern stuff. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about some of these other specs like Darkhawk and Ghost Rider, because right now those aren't really expensive to get raw at high grade. And then, you know, like, and to give you example, the 9.6 of Ghost Rider is like $170 and Darkhawk's like $100, and total it's costing me maybe $50 or $60 at most to get them like that. And if they come back at 9.8, then it's like double that or more. So I think those are good for now because there's a lot of spec behind it and it's not that expensive to get. So as long as you can pretty much make sure that there's 6s and up. So all right, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time. See ya.